going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Dead on Dave, and boy, did we just get a hell of a SmackDown. You know, Raw stepped it up this week. I thought this was the best Raw that we had in 7 weeks, and then NXT knocked it out of the park with a different type of show than we're used to seeing. They focused on a lot of different other characters. No mention, hardly, of Finn Balor on NXT, and then SmackDown caps off the week with a really solid show, man. A really solid go-home show. All the things we complain about, that we were complaining about from SmackDown in the past, no longer here. Hardly any Raw recap. It felt like its own show. The rivalries were started, continued, build upon. It was very solid. And the wrestling was really solid. I would love nothing more than to come on these shows sometimes and just go, and that's it. And just fuck you guys. Fuck it. It sucks. Fuck off. Goodbye. Go to bed. I'd love to do that. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Of course I'd love to do that. But once again, SmackDown hits me right where I don't want to be hit, because it's hard to bash something when it is legitimately decent. And SmackDown again delivered something that you're not seeing on Raw. And that's not to take away from Raw. I thought Raw was really solid this week, but ain't nothing you could do about this. It was a really good SmackDown. So, of course, here I am with you guys once again to get your take on what you guys thought of SmackDown. You guys can call in on Skype at David Vancura, DAVIDVANCURA, or, of course, 702-751-2902, the number that you guys help pay for. Speaking of which, a little bit of business. While we were not on the air, got a $5 donation from Power Fred. And he says, my token of respect, fat man. Cheers. Thank you, Power Fred, once again for another great $5 donation. Much appreciate that. And if you want to be just like Power Fred and donate, you can do so right in the description box below. Donate to the channel. And if you tip your barista, tip the copious fat man, because why the hell not? And because of those donations, because of the consistent support by liking and subscribing and sharing and all of that good stuff, we're able to do cool things like the new number, like the new graphics update, man, by awesome people like Sal, man, our new copious graphics guru, man. Look at this stuff. It's beautiful. It's all blue and perfect and crystal. Beautiful. I like the sound tonight. I'm digging it. Probably doesn't sound good on the other end, but I ain't got to hear that shit. I don't listen to myself. Only when I masturbate. So it was it's really cool, man. So I appreciate all of that. I appreciate the support. You guys are awesome. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe button, by the way. We're almost at 1,500 subs. Holy shit. Who'd have thought that, right? But other than that, let's get into Smack Diggity Down. SmackDown. Yeah, man, because I'm super excited about it. Lots to talk about, lots to get into, because, of course, we are building to Hell in the Cell. When I'm asked, would I love to be here, to be the guy to say, well, we have SmackDown, we have our copious preview of Hell in a Cell this weekend. We have Hell in a Cell and more Cubs baseball. Yes, I'd love to be that guy, but unfortunately, I can't be that guy, because as you guys know, my Chicago Cubs have been eliminated from the NLCS by a very good New York Mets team. So first I want to say congratulations to the New York Mets. And congratulations to the Cubs, plain and simple, for a hell of a season. Nothing to be ashamed of. So go Cubs, go. Should be a great offseason. Very much looking forward to next year. The window is open, kids, so I'm not too upset about it, which is crazy that I am not like flying off the handle, but I'm not. So let's take a caller, man. Before we get into anything else, let's take a caller. Philip to the Bean. Sure. What's going on? You're live with Dead on Dave.
What's up, Dave? How you doing?
What's up, Philip Tutabine? I like that. I'm going to say that name a lot.
Well, I'm Italian, so it's tuta bene, so you got to be a little fancy with that.
Philip Tutabene. Okay, I got it. See, I speak Italian. So you hear that? Because I'm using my hands right now as I'm saying it. Philip Tutabene. What's going on, man?
I can hear the hand. But
What's
um,
that?
I said I could hear like the hand
Oh
motions
yeah,
from you.
my hands are just whirring by the friggin' microphone. I don't fuck around. I'm super Italian.
You're Italian, Dave.
What's up, man? What you got?
Well, I honestly watched SmackDown tonight just because I heard the rumors for not rumors, but the spoilers for Tyler Breeze,
Yeah,
and I liked the segment that he was in tonight.
I do
Like it
too.
didn't make him look weak like a Fandango or anything. Like he actually looked like a legit wrestler.
Yeah, I think they picked the right guy. I think they picked the right guy to put him in there with. Not only does it make sense from a continuity standpoint, somewhat because of the whole weird situation with Summer and Dolph and everything that they've been in, but the first thing I thought of when I realized what was happening here and that they were putting them together, the matches between these two. I think it's the right match type to introduce Tyler Breeze onto SmackDown. It should be a lot of fun.
Exactly. Like they work a very similar style in
Yeah.
the ring, I noticed, and they have the similar look. And Tyler Breeze, I don't know if this is just me or not, but Tyler Breeze's character now kind of reminds me of how Dolph Ziggler was when he first came in, minus the selfies and everything. But yeah, very similar characters.
He's basically 1992 Shawn Michaels. I mean, 1991, 92 Shawn Michaels. That's who he is.
He has a little bit of Martel and Rick Rude in there.
Yeah, I agree with that. And what they did was they don't. Shawn used a mirror. He had a big mirror that Sherry would hold for him. He has a goddamn selfie stick. It works. So
He like took
I'm
it and
digging
modernized it.
What's that?
He modernized basically the gimmick and made it his own.
He did.
I think he might be successful. I just hope they don't do what they did to Neville and everybody else.
Well, I mean, to be fair to Neville and some of the other guys that have not gone on a rocket ship, I think it's unfair to think that any of these guys are going to come in and immediately be huge impact players. The fact that Kevin Owens has had the amount of success that he's had, that's a rarity. It's not an easy thing to achieve. Look how long it took for the Shield to get over and stuff. So I don't think it's a complete failure for Neville and some of the other guys. I do think it's going to be an uphill battle for Tyler Breeze because I think his gimmick is rather limited with the live crowds. That being said, if he comes in and performs and has the right type of situation and Summer doesn't fuck this up, I think it could be a really good run for him. I'm excited. I love Tyler Breeze.
Definitely. Well, I can honestly see him as a world champion one day, but right now I can see him with the IC title, the US title around his waist anytime, basically.
My worry for him, and I do have one legitimate worry. Dolph Ziggler is a small guy. Like, he's not a big guy. Tyler Breeze looks small compared to Dolph Ziggler. And I was like, oh, when I saw them face to face, I was like, oh no, this WWE might not like that. But if they can get past that.
Vince McMahon.
Yeah. If Vince has got to be like, I thought he was bigger. Paul, what happened? You told me he was bigger, Paul. He's smaller than Ziggler, Paul. I can just imagine. You didn't tell me he was smaller than Ziggler, Paul.
He wants like a huge muscle 6'4" guy. And he's like, yeah.
And what we're gonna do is we're gonna call him Roman Reigns. Basically.
Yeah.
What else you got for me, brother? What's your rating for tonight?
Well, based off of that one thing and what happened before, I really like the Seth Rollins Cesaro match too. So based off of what I saw, the first hour, I'd say about a 7. Honestly, better than Raw.
It was a good show. It really was. I was really surprised with it. The fact that I don't know what they're doing. I'm going to get into Cesaro in a second because I'm a little bit confused, but confused in a good way. So you got anything else before I let you go, bud?
No, that's really it, Dave.
Hey,
I just wanted to say before I go, Saturday I'm gonna meet RVD. So yeah, that should
take
be
some
fun.
pictures, man. Take some pictures. Try to get him to say Dead on Dave Productions. Do the whole shebang-a-bang, man. If you can get a sign to have him hold it says Dead on Dave is copious, I'd suck your dick, man. You got it Make it happen. Get a sign, have him hold it up, and then take the goddamn picture, put it on Twitter, send it to me. I'll make you a rock star, all right?
I'll see if I can make that happen, Dave.
All right, buddy. Philip tutto bene. Thank you very much, my friend.
Have a good day, Dave.
Keep it copious, buddy. Talk to you later. Let's take another call. That was fun. Let's take another call. 540. You were live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Yeah, it's Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. Not Philip Tutabene. Damn it. I love that name. But that's okay. I'll take Pittsburgh any day of the week. What's going on, pal?
Nothing much. I heard you were talking about Breeze and Ziggler
Yeah.
just a couple minutes ago. Like, do you notice how much they look, how similar they look?
Yeah, they look very similar. Very similar.
It's scary.
They look very similar, but Breeze is smaller than Ziggler, which is a scary thing. It's like, oh, no, he's smaller. But my first thought was like, man, these matches are going to be awesome. I love the fact that Tyler went aggressive. That's what I like about Tyler Breeze. He's a smaller guy, but he has a goddamn mean streak in him. And it looks legit. That's why I like him so much. He is super aggressive in the ring.
So does this mean now it's official that this Sunday Ziggler versus Breeze at Hell in a Cell?
I'm thinking that they should. I haven't seen it on the card yet. I'm hoping that they will. Ziggler already has a match, so I don't know. Maybe they get him out of that stupid 6-man tag. I don't know. I hope so.
Yeah, that'd be good.
But they don't necessarily have to put that match. They don't have to rush this. And which is a problem that they usually have. They always feel like they got to rush it. Let's put it on pay-per-view. Let's sell it. They don't necessarily have to do that because Hell in a Cell is pretty full. Maybe not stacked, but full. So if they want to wait until Monday for Ziggler and Breeze, I'm okay with that. What this does do, though, is it completely eliminates any chance of Dolph Ziggler in the John Cena feud that some of us have talked about and that I have pontificated for. That's not happening. It looks like, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Did you just have a hernia? What happened? That was weird.
Going on.
Are you okay? Did you just throw out a ball sack? What happened?
Did I do what?
Did you throw out a ball sack or something? You went, Rrr.
Yeah.
It was a very strange, like you were trying to do the Roman Reigns thing. I don't know what happened. That was very bizarre.
It's got a bad toothache.
Okay, I'm worried about you, buddy. What else you got for me, pal?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, did you enjoy the show overall?
Yeah, it was better than Raw.
What's the rating for tonight?
I give it a 8 out of 10.
That's a good rating. I appreciate that, man. Take it easy, Pittsburgh. I appreciate the call, buddy.
All right.
Peace, pal. Pittsburgh boy, everybody. Pittsburgh boy. The one, the only, the Pittsburghiest of them all. Pittsburgh boy. That's right. So we got copious amounts of notes to get into. We got all kinds of stuff to talk about. I'm pretty excited about it. Let's look into chat here. Jay Cardi, Dave, you're awesome. If you're talking about my Italian, then absolutely. Absolutely. Is somebody complaining about the fact that this isn't SmackDown? That's a live review. It says it right there. Jordan Turner, hey, Dave, is it me or is everybody sick and tired of these gimmick pay-per-views? What do you think about the gimmick pay-per-views? In my opinion, these gimmick pay-per-views need to go. I'm not a huge advocate of getting rid of it. I'm not. That's me. I don't really mind it too much. Uh-oh. Tommy C's in the chat. So that means he gets... What the hell? No. Tommy C's in the chat, so that means he gets the... What the hell? Oh, okay. Tommy C's already set his moderator, so watch out, bitches. I'm not a huge guy who's against the gimmick pay-per-views. I do think that, with some of them need to go. Personally, I want to see Money in the Bank only at WrestleMania. It was born there. I think it works best there. But I see when they did the brand split, I understood why have its own pay-per-view. You had 2 ladder matches. It made sense. But now, put it back on WrestleMania. What's the point? Let's go ahead and take another phone call. 716. You were live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Oh, hi.
What's up? What you got for me, 716? 716, what you got? All right, gave you a chance over the top fucking rope. Gotta have something to say. Gotta have someone to say. Gotta talk about something. I don't know. Don't know what to say. Don't know what to say. Daniel Hoover, Tyler Breeze, and Summer Rae is just genius. I see mid-card title written all over him in the next 6 months. I think it's a very good possibility. We'll see what happens. It's going to be quite interesting. Bubbly, 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 bubbly. I like the whole damn thing. I think it should be a very, very good starting thing for Tyler Breeze, a starting program for him, if you will. I like the pairing of Summer Rae. I like that he's already kind of treating her like shit because, once again, the comparison is there. He's Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels and Sherry. The only thing is he didn't break up with a tag team. That's the only big difference there. So I do like this. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. But let's get in to motherfucking copious amounts of notes. Should be a lot of fun. Let's start here. Beginning of the show. Oh, then we got callers. I'd love to get into copious amounts of notes, but let's take some callers, man. Take some callers. Michael Mendoza, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
What up, Dave, man?
What's up, partner?
What up, man? I'm kind of sick, but I'm still calling in. Showing the show some love.
Hey, I appreciate the love. Love for me or love for SmackDown? Or just love for Roman Reigns?
Oh, love. I got it. Love for everyone. For the show.
Yeah,
there's enough love.
I was always a fan of taking those damn Scantron tests in school of hitting D, all the above, because I figured one of them had to be right. One of them had to be right. But every time I got it wrong, I was like, this test is bullshit.
And it's funny you just made a gay Roman Reigns joke because I was headed there, but you beat me to it.
I love
so
me
congratulations.
Some Roman Reigns was good tonight, man. Again,
I was about to say I have a sore throat for apparently sucking off Roman too much. I'm pretty sure.
Let's get it over with. Let's start it. Let's just get it out there. Roman Reigns was good. That was us throating him. There it is. Roman Reigns looked good again tonight, even though it is the exact same thing every time now. Him and Bray have gotten to the point. If they're not wrestling each other, Roman has the match, usually with Dean, taking out two other guys, and then fucking Bray does the thing on the big Jumbotron, and then we go. It's the same thing every time.
It was still, it's the same thing every time, but it was still entertaining, especially with the New Day. I mean, had it been with a different group of people, it probably wouldn't have been as entertaining, but just because the New Day was in that, it made it even just better. So I think they brought it out of each other, and it was a pretty solid main event. And, SmackDown was really good tonight, man.
It was.
I really liked
it was solid from top to bottom. And I think in no small part because of the New Day, the way that they used them tonight. They used them at the beginning of the show and the end of the show, but they did it in a different way. It was without Xavier Woods. I love the fact that they were wearing the Xavier Woods armband.
Oh, my God.
I love this whole unicorn thing. I love this fucking unicorn thing. It's so stupid.
I was hoping either Ambrose or Reigns would rip one of those things off and stomp it on it, throw it into the crowd or something like that. I was hoping that they would, but they didn't. So I was kind of pissed on
dumb, but I love it. There's only 2 unicorns here. There's supposed to be 3 unicorns standing right here. I love it. I love it. And maybe I'm just a mark for New Day at this point, but they can do no wrong, man. They're calling themselves unicorns. Who does that? It's great.
Yeah, I think I think, like I said, they've done enough so where people could back them right now. I mean, they're entertaining the shit out of everybody on that's watching right now. And the beginning of SmackDown was fantastic. I mean, the opening segment with Kane going, from Seth Rollins to the New Day. Kane was actually pretty funny there.
Kane was funny, but it's the same thing that we've seen out of Kane. I'm ready for this to be done with. I hope he loses and Kane gets fired as director of operations. And then we kind of build to Kane's last hurrah at WrestleMania. We get his retirement match. I'm hoping that WrestleMania 32 is WrestleMania retirement home. We get the play button all the time. I'm hoping that WrestleMania 32's actual logo is one of those little fucking chairs with the damn tennis balls on the bottom. Because so many people need to go. This is the list of people that I'd be retiring at WrestleMania 32. Real quick, here's that list. Mark Henry, retired. Big Show,
pre-show.
Retired. Kane, retired. Undertaker, retired. Fucking Sting, retired. All of them. And maybe a few others. Maybe a fucking few others. But those five at least. Idea.
Yeah, Undertaker and Sting could have a double retirement match, and and then Mark Henry could be retired in the pre-show.
Oh, I'm at the point. Somehow. I'm at the point where I don't even care if they get retirement matches. Just come out and say, "I'm taking my Metamucil and I'm going home." It's like I'm taking my ball and going home, but Metamucil. It's brilliant. That's a brilliant fucking line, and it's a thinking man's joke. I love it. The reality is that probably won't happen this year, but if they wanted to, they can make WrestleMania 33 in Tallahassee, Florida. Goddamn WrestleMania retirement.
Good
home.
God.
Be fantastic.
That would be pretty fucking hilarious, man. But like I said, I enjoyed the shit out of SmackDown, man. I mean, you start off the show with Cesaro and Seth Rollins. I mean, come on.
Really good way to start.
Really good way to start that match. Finally, I kind of like Charlotte for the first time in a while.
Don't breeze over it too quick because I know you're going to go through the entire show. So don't breeze over it too fast because I know what you're going to do now. Now I'm getting a good idea of what you do when you come on because you go over the entire show. So I figure this is perfect. If you call early enough, I can just let you go through the entire show and give my copious note right on it. I'm a lazy fucking guy, and I see opportunity, and I'm piggybacking on your fucking talent because, as you know, if you don't have talent, like I clearly don't, I'm going to fucking hitch my trailer to any of you motherfuckers. The first match of the night, Seth Rollins, Cesaro, I want to touch on that real quick. I like the fact that the Ascension are still in the crowd, and they have them in fucking Stardust. They haven't done anything yet, but that's a rivalry that's building for after Hell in a Cell. I kind of dig that. But the match between Seth Rollins and
Neville and Cesaro?
What's that?
Neville and Cesaro. I said the rivalry, you think it's with all of them and just Neville and Cesaro? So
I don't think it's going to be Neville and Cesaro. I think it might just be Cesaro and Stardust, or maybe it's going to be a six-man thing going into Survivor Series, or maybe they're going to add some more people. That's possible as well.
Yeah.
But I'm not worried about that yet. What I want to talk about here is Seth Rollins and Cesaro. They had a not good, not great, fucking phenomenal match.
Yep.
It was greatly good. Yes, that's right. I already said it wasn't good and it wasn't great. It was greatly fucking good. How about that shit?
I mean, because you got two guys who can work the ring like nobody else in the business right now with Cesaro and Seth Rollins, and they can go on for days probably. They just can. Move after move, spot after spot. They're just on fire. So I feel like I haven't seen them that much actually, and I think that was it could be wrong, but I think that's the first time I've seen them have a one-on-one match. I'm probably wrong on that. They've definitely had a one-on-one match.
They've had a match before. In fact, I'm almost 100% sure they did on Raw when they had a little rivalry. But Cesaro has not been doing anything of note lately. So to have him and Seth Rollins kick off a SmackDown, a go-home show, is just a kind of a good way. I think, and this was the point of it, is just to say, don't worry, guys, Cesaro's not disappearing forever. And the fact that they let him have a really solid, long match, I thought that was great.
Yeah, that was, like I said, the best. That was as soon as the opening of the show, I liked this opening segment, and then as soon as I saw Cesaro was the surprise opponent Kane was talking about, I was like, oh god, like this is. I was all for it at that point, and I'm like, SmackDown was starting off in a really good way.
Agreed.
So I was
Take us to the next
segment.
Take us to the next segment, Daddy. Drive us to that next segment.
The next segment. I don't even. What was the second?
Paige and Becky. Paige, the whole Paige Charlotte
and Becky.
thing.
Oh yes. Yeah, Paige. Oh, by the way, Paige definitely 100% sure boob job.
Boob job.
That is 100% boob job.
The
Those
debate
look
is
too
fucking
good.
over after tonight.
They look too good. They look too damn good.
If it's not, that is some new. That is some new type of fucking push-up bra technology that has never been seen before. But I'm telling you, man, those boobs were out front and center tonight, and they looked like they filled every centimeter of that
look
goddamn
fantastic.
Cup. They were great.
The best thing about it is that they're not overly big. They're just like the right amount of cup size.
I'm telling you, that's what I've been saying. I think she got she got a small augmentation. She just got just a little bit, and it's great.
And it's like what you said. She was trying to protect them when she was wearing that little, whatever the hell her little outfit the last couple of weeks. And now she's just like, oh, here they are. There you go. Look at them. I paid for them. Look at them.
Exactly.
And they look fantastic. Oh my God.
I love
yes.
it. I love it. I think she looks fan-damn-tastic. I'm loving them boobies.
Yeah.
They're just great.
And but I did think, like I said, finally Charlotte. I think her promo. I did like her a lot in the promo. I liked that you know, what she said. I liked the back and forth.
Yeah.
The match, of course. Like, you know, it wasn't a bad match. But
No, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this because I not only think it wasn't a bad match, I think it's Nikki Bella's best work I've seen out of her maybe ever. I think what she did tonight with
You
Paige,
can't keep saying that, Dave, because the WWE is going to keep listening to your goddamn show, and they're going to keep putting her on TV.
You know what?
And we're still going to get the Bellas.
If I get this, fuck the Bellas. Nikki Bella was fucking great tonight.
Oh,
She was great tonight. She did a great job. I didn't hate her mic work. I love the stuff with Charlotte, but that match she had with goddamn Paige was great. Paige did her job. It was back and forth. Nikki was hitting moves we don't normally see out of her. She wasn't sloppy tonight. I love that match. I thought she did a great job. Paige is a giver and a taker in the ring. I can imagine what she is in bed because she is generous in the ring.
No, yeah, she was fantastic. I didn't, like I said, I wasn't going to give Nikki Bella all the credit in the world, but I'll let you do that.
I'm giving them both. I think it has to do with both of them. Nikki needs the right person to work with her, but tonight Nikki looked more athletic. See, that's the thing. Nikki has been working with a back injury for a while now. Tonight, she didn't look like she was hampered by that injury. She looked really, really good tonight. And I am not one to give Nikki Bella credit. I never give Nikki Bella credit.
I'm very surprised.
Great
Very
tonight.
surprised that you're giving her credit right now.
I was impressed as fuck. Not only did we get two great sets of boobies because Paige got her shit goddamn together, so we got those great boobs. But then we also got a really good match, one-on-one, something we're always clamoring about. SmackDown delivered that as well.
Yeah, well, yeah. Like I said, it was. I would say that it was a decent match because I just didn't want to give. You know, like I said, I like Paige, Nikki Bella, of course. I think I'm in that crowd of people just tired of seeing those, the Bella twins come out, especially with Alicia Fox. It's just irritating every time they all come out.
I hate to beat you up a little bit, but I gotta beat you. I can't believe you're saying this. You're a Roman Reigns goddamn fan.
I know, but I'm a Roman Reigns fan, but not his super fan. Let's get that clear for everybody listening to the show. I am a fan, but I am not a Roman Reigns super fan. I can play that up if that's my point on the show.
Fair enough.
I can be Roman Reigns' fucking best fan in the world.
Fair enough.
But I do.
I don't need to put you in that corner, but maybe someday.
That's fine. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take the brunt of that. I've gone on the show quite a bit defending his ass, so
yes, you have.
I'll take that. But I think I've been doing a pretty decent job of it, and he's actually been coming around sort of since then.
No,
so
I
maybe
think so
he should
too.
be.
I think
he should be thanking me.
I think he's done a good job. You got anything else for me, or are you done?
No, like I said, I mean, overall SmackDown, I give it a solid 7.5. Solid, really good SmackDown. Tyler, we didn't talk about the Tyler Breeze segment. I thought that was fantastic.
I wasn't sure if you were going to stick around for the rest of it. I wasn't sure what you were going to do.
I'm not doing anything. I'm watching you.
I let you be a floater here, man. I love what you do. So I let you come on. And I basically let you do what you want. So, but
yeah,
I appreciate the call.
We got to talk about that.
What's that?
The Tyler Breeze. I said the Tyler Breeze segment. I'd like to talk about that.
Okay,
that
let's
was
get
fantastic.
Into it. Yeah, the Miz brings out Summer and Dolph. Well, first he brings out Dolph, and they have a little back and forth. Miz didn't need to be involved, by the way. Miz brought nothing to this, and that's fine.
Yeah, they just used the show as the setup for it all.
Which is cool. Summer comes out in a goddamn weird bra thing, which I loved.
She looked good, though. She looked good.
Summer's got a banging body. It's just something about her face that kind of makes me, and her voice makes me want to stab myself in the face, but it does. But other than that, I didn't really have a problem with it. I like the fact that she was no longer interested in Mr. Ziggles, and that was kind of cool. I thought that as far as bringing in Tyler Breeze, it wasn't a bad choice here. I thought I was going to hate this Summer and Tyler Breeze pairing, but the way that he came out, they gave him the epic intro. He got a good reaction from the crowd, and the first thing he does is call Ziggler an Uggo. Come on,
And I
that's
don't.
great.
What sold me on that, I don't know if you caught it, is where right when he comes into the ring and Summer hands him the mic, she goes in for a kiss.
Yeah.
And he does the Shawn Michaels thing.
Yes,
with
he
Sherry,
did.
where he
Yes, he did.
pushes-
He did the exact Shawn Michaels thing.
and that was awesome. I got to say, I'm not a fan of copying other wrestlers, but I mean, we all, I'm sure they all take from each other and stuff to some extent. But that was fantastic. That when I saw him do that, I was like, okay, I'm in for this Summer and Tyler Breeze thing, because they're clearly trying to do the same thing here, and that I think that'll work pretty well. So I was definitely happy to see that when he did that. That was awesome.
Yeah,
Cool.
the thing was, they're not shying away from the fact that this is the Shawn Michaels gimmick. And I like that because the comparison's there. I like when they just say, fuck it, this is what we're doing. And it's working for me. It's working. I'm loving it.
Yeah, and like
Did
you
he
said, I
get the
definitely
biggest
agree.
pop in the world from the crowd? No, he didn't. But he got NXT chants going on. People know who Tyler Breeze is. He's not the most notable name coming out of NXT, but that's okay. I think people know him enough to realize that he's a great worker, and him coming into the show in this way is a good thing.
Yeah, I'm surprised that WWE put him on. I mean, nobody really saw this coming, I don't think. I mean, we saw him coming up sooner or later, but nobody thought we were going to get him now. So I think WWE did it. I'm actually surprised they actually pulled the trigger on that and they brought him up, because it definitely, I mean, I know a lot of people definitely tuned in to SmackDown tonight just to see Tyler Breeze.
Yes, they did.
And so I'm sure that helped out, WWE in their ratings. Not that they really care about it, but I'm sure not so much.
I'm figuring that out right now. WWE, the last thing they're giving a fuck about is ratings. They really don't. I don't think they care about that.
It's
not changing anything. Once again, it was so weird. Raw drew more viewers than they have in weeks, but their rating went down yet again. They don't care because, once again, they were number 2 on cable. They were number 5 overall on television in the 18 to 40 demographic. They don't give a shit. And guess what? Their fucking stock is still trading around $20. They don't give a fuck. And you know what? As long as we had a good week, man, Raw was solid. Not great, but it was solid. NXT, I fucking loved. I'm still coming in my pants from James Storm, who I'm not even a fan of. I'm not even a fan of James Storm, and I love that.
Yeah, well, the theme music was awesome. I like his gimmick coming out with the cowbell. Was it the cowbell he came out with? Yeah.
No, he just dressed as a cowboy.
Cowboy, yeah.
He's just a cowboy.
He had a cowbell
because that's what he is. He's a beer-drinking cowboy, and then he hit this reverse-looking RKO, and as he was doing it, he said, "Good night." It was great. I love James Storm, man.
Yeah, we got a good week of wrestling from
so
all
far,
around, which I'm really surprised that we did. Like I said, I know a lot of people, of course, want to shit on Raw, which they have a right to, I guess. But like I said, I thought Raw was solid. It was okay.
SmackDown
it
wasn't great, but it was
really
solid.
good tonight. And then NXT, of course, is always good. I really like the end zone cast match with the mechanics. They beat the living shit out of those guys at the end of the match.
I loved NXT from second one to second final. I thought it was great. I loved NXT this week, and I felt the same way about SmackDown. I was just really happy with it. If there's one criticism, it'd be the next match, and that's Sheamus and Barrett with Rusev against Lucha Dragons. I didn't think that was a great match. The finish was great. The finish lifted the rest of the match to me. I thought the finish looked really good. I'm not sold on Sheamus and Barrett and as a team, let alone just them two. But when you throw Rusev in, I'm even more confused.
Well, yeah, because those are guys you could probably do a lot better. Well, maybe Rusev more, and any of the three you could do a lot more with that guy.
The thing is, what gets me a little excited about this is I think that there's something here, and it's an obvious connection. But those three together, Regal as the manager, calm the European Union.
The European Union, yeah, I've heard that. Yeah,
that's all they got to
do. That would be a good idea.
And
but
if they want to turn Neville heel, bring him in. What about maybe somewhere down the line, Finn Balor comes in, the new leader of that faction? I mean, there are options.
If you're looking for them, that's a pretty good, solid option right there. If you can't think of anything to do with these guys, that is one option that would work. At least you'd have a strong faction, because all those guys are tough-ass guys. They look tough. We believe them as tough guys, so they would work. It would definitely work, and that is actually a really good idea right there. God damn it, Dave.
We've talked about how these women factions, like the PCB and all that, hasn't worked. But I've always been an advocate and a fan of adding a female to an existing faction. So if they want to get the divas a little bit more recognition, especially two really great divas, you have this European Union situation. You bring Becky over there. You put Sasha with New Day. Boom.
Yeah.
Bickety bam, you got this shit. And then if somewhere down the road, and I do think it will happen eventually, I don't know when, I do think at some point Ric Flair will bring some type of Four Horsemen gimmick to the WWE. You can make the argument they already had it with Evolution. The original Evolution was basically the Four Horsemen. But I have a feeling at some point Rick will bring in some type of Four Horsemen thing. And if they do, have a female version, let it be Charlotte.
You think he's going to come in and introduce the new age for Four Horsemen?
I think it's a possibility. I think the only reason why they haven't done it yet is because he did it in TNA with Fortune, and it failed miserably.
Yeah, I don't know if that'll work. I don't know if
it'll work either.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll let that go over. I think they might just look at it and say, no, we don't want to invest in this because you're part of the real Four Horsemen. That's like if Triple H came out and so it was just like, okay, this is a new DX.
Yeah, but him leading it would be okay for me. Like if Rick led it and he brought him in and brought back the Horsemen, you told me to break out the Horsemen. I would love if he's like, they told me to reform the Horsemen. I would love that, man. It would be great. Just because I'm such a Ric Flair mark. I really am. I can't hide it. I love Ric Flair. I love the Four Horsemen. I'd love to see them in WWE in some iteration. Him saying, I brought these four elite athletes together. Woo!
Is there any guys that you think that would
Horseman
fit that criteria to be in the new Four Horsemen?
They got to be elite. That's it. That's what the Horsemen are. They're just the elite of the elite.
Yeah.
And it would just be something fun. I don't think it would work. It's just something that I want to see for myself. That's all.
Well, yeah, it's not a bad idea. I mean, they come up with a whole bunch of crazy ideas all throughout the year. So why not try something like that? That might definitely work.
I don't see it ever happening, though.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if they'll try, especially since Rick tried it in TNA. I don't know if they're going to try to do that.
It failed miserably. And they got four great wrestlers. Yeah, it was Kazarian, AJ Styles, who they tried to turn into Ric Flair, and he can't talk for shit, so it just didn't work. And Christopher Daniels. I mean, it was cool, man. Part of it was cool, and then it was like, these are not the Horsemen. They're just not.
Yeah, it's pretty hard. Like I said, it's one of those things. It's like how you complain about Jurassic World. Like if you're talking, you can't recreate that magic. It's so goddamn hard. And I don't know if they want to take that chance. They might. One can
make the argument they already successfully did it. I mean, Evolution, that was basically the Four Horsemen. I mean, Ric Flair, Batista, Randy Orton, and Triple H. That was the Four Horsemen. I mean, it really was. And it worked. So, I mean, you can make the argument. They already did it, and it worked, and they didn't even have to call them the Four Horsemen. So, I
think that would be a better idea if they introduced a new evolution. Especially since Triple H is, obviously not running things behind the scenes, but, running things on TV with Stephanie, to have him introduce, you know what, we're going to bring out the new evolution. We're going to have the new future, the new, the old guy. Keep Randy and Batista
away, and I'm fine with that. Keep Randy and Batista away.
Yeah, of course, like a brand new evolution. If you get guys just coming up from NXT, you bring one of those guys. That's a perfect way to bring them in there, make those guys, relevant right away. Yeah. As if Triple H brings them in there, have, the future, and then have, the current superstar like he was, and the old guy like Ric Flair. If you have, and you have two new guys, two fresh, brand new guys from NXT coming, two big powerhouses. I think that would be something I'd definitely.
If they want to round it out with Finn Balor and Kevin Owens, I wouldn't have a problem with that.
Oh my God! Imagine that faction.
And that's really what it is. Go ahead and give me your rating for tonight, so I can get you out of here because I want to take some other calls.
Yeah, of course. 7.5, man. Pretty good SmackDown. I definitely enjoyed the shit out of it from beginning to end. Really quickly, I know you're getting me the fuck off, but that No,
I'm putting you over the top rope. I'm not getting you off. You get yourself off after. I'm not getting you off. That's not my job. You get yourself, put on some Enya, watch a little friggin' Roman Reigns action, and you go to town. Dave doesn't get men off. Maybe he does it accidentally, but I've never done it on purpose that you can prove. But go ahead. What you got?
But really quickly, man, the Table for Three, did you check out the new one that they put up? Because it's really good. Fantastic one. Who would have thought The Miz, R-Truth, and fucking, Perfect Son,
Curtis Axel, yeah.
Yeah, who would have thought that would have been a funny ass?
It was like the best one.
Conversation.
It was like the
hysterical.
best one.
I think because they knew each other, they known each other for they did a bunch of things together, so they had all these stories together. But it was. I watched that today.
Well,
it was.
It also helped that they didn't have Cesaro saying 50 million times. It's like these guys. I'm like, oh my God, Cesaro, you're proving everybody's point. You're making Vince look like a fucking genius. No. That's okay. But Table for Three was great.
Yeah, it was, I just wanted to see if you checked it out yet or not because I saw it today and it was fantastic. But that's all I got, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it, buddy.
All right, man. Well, you continue doing your thing, man, and I will continue watching.
All right, man. I will continue to be copious. You take it easy, Mendoza.
Later, Dave. Later, man.
Michael Mendoza, everybody, who gives you the perfect example that if you come on, you got something to say, boom shakalaka, I'll keep your ass on and we'll have all kinds of fun. It's a good time for everybody. Hope you guys in chat are having a good time. It looks like everybody's going crazy. Tommy C, don't fuck with him. But make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you feel like donating to the channel, you can do so right in the description box below. Donate to the channel, you'll get the $1 Million Laugh, the whole shebang and bang. Let's take another call, man, since we're rocking and rolling. 716, you are live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Hey, Dave.
What's up, man?
Earlier my phone died, so that's why
okay, you weren't trolling me. That's good.
Yeah. Anyways, real quick, if they were at Survivor Series and they were doing team WWE versus NXT, who would you have on the team?
Ooh. For Team WWE, Kevin Owens. He would be my first guy just because it's going to cause conflict. So for me, if I'm going to, and now this is making the assumption that Sami Zayn is healthy. I would do something different. I would have Team NXT led by Sami Zayn. Because Sami Zayn is ready to come up. So I have to have him leading Team NXT, Team WWE being led by Kevin Owens. The rest of the team, something along the lines of, I don't even know. If you want to have NXT guys who are already up on the roster, it's going to be hard to avoid them because some of the bigger guys who might not have anything to do at SummerSlam, like Dean Ambrose, obviously not Roman Reigns, but maybe even Tyler Breeze, he can go on either one. There's so many possibilities. NXT's roster is a little bit easier to figure out because you got Sami Zayn, Finn Balor, Apollo Crews, and maybe like Cass and Enzo, something like that. I mean, you could really do whatever you want there. It's a little bit harder with WWE's roster because so many of them are former and in some cases current NXT stars. But if you want to go like the establishment versus the Young Bucks, you go with Cena, you go with Randy Orton, Sheamus, Barrett. I don't know. It's a really hard. What would your roster be? What would your 5-on-5 be? Not so fucking easy, is it? You weren't expecting me to flip this shit, were you?
Maybe for WWE, Kevin Owens. Jeez, I don't even know.
It's hard.
Maybe
it's hard.
WWE would be like all heel, like including some NXT
I don't think you have to. That's the thing, because it's an elimination, and that's why I was like kind of struggling with it. Is you don't have to go all heel. Like Kevin Owens could just be like. That's the beauty of Kevin Owens. He can just get Cesaro, someone he's feuded with, and have him on the team, and then just be dicks to each other. So I don't know. It's a tough question. What else you got for me, man?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hey, I appreciate the call, buddy.
Yep.
Take it easy, 716. Good question. Not a SmackDown question, but I liked it. Good question. Let's jump. We're almost done with the copious amounts of notes. Thanks to Mr. Mendoza, who proves that if you got something to say, Dave will keep your ass on. In fact, he'll include you into the copious amounts of notes. But you got to outdo Mendoza, which is pretty damn hard to do because he is pretty friggin' sweet. Yeah, that's right, motherfuckers. That's what I did. I gave you guys the double. Anyway, Bo Dallas has a segment. This is where we picked up from the copious amounts of notes, so we'll go right back into it. Bo Dallas comes out, hits a stupid little promo that nobody cared about. Ryback comes in, boom, bam, fed him. He's done. Bo Dallas dies yet again. Even though Bo did say that he's going to be cashing in the United States Open Challenge, I hope that's not the case. Save us from Bo Dallas. Let's take another caller, man. 631, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Hey, what's up, Dave? I already know that we went through the whole Nikki Bella dick sucking so far, but oh my god, dude, is she not the biggest, baddest bitch in the entire world, bro? She is so good. She's so
I don't know about all that, but I thought she was good tonight. I thought she had a good match tonight. I enjoyed her. I enjoy her boobies very much. The most important thing
I feel like her nuances.
What's that?
I feel like her nuances are just great. All the little things she does in the ring are just fucking crazy good.
Tonight for sure. You can't argue with that tonight. She was great tonight. I really did enjoy her.
You know what I also feel like? All right, when she does the Alabama Slam and she kind of falls backwards, it almost looks like a botch, but I love it because it's almost like the kickback, and it feels like, wow, she just really kicked her ass on that one.
I wish she'd stop using the Alabama Slammer. They actually had to edit it tonight.
Really?
That was the one part of the match that I was because they edited a lot of SmackDown tonight. If you go back and watch it, I think when she brought Paige up for the Alabama Slam, she must have tripped or something because they do a quick jump cut to her just slamming her ass down. I think she may have botched it a little bit. I hate that move from her because most of the time she just kind of places the person down. You got to slam the fuck out of them with that move.
I love that fucking move, dude. I feel like she does fucking slam him. I love her. And the forearm, man, and just everything. I feel like
I can't tell if you're trolling me.
Much.
I feel
I'm
like
really
you're trolling me.
I swear to God. I swear to God, man. I always call
You're way too enthusiastic for Nikki Bella. I feel like I'm being trolled here.
Dude, I feel like everyone just gives her shit, man, because she's Cena's girlfriend, dude. I feel like she really kills it, dude. I think Bree sucks. You know what I mean? I think that's so agreeable on. But I feel like, dude, Nikki's one of the most improved wrestlers the past year.
Oh,
you know
I agree with that.
I don't know.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I think she is very improved.
I think she really kicks. I get excited.
You are excited. You're pumped up.
Out.
I like
it. I seriously, man. I feel like, all right, this bitch is going to kick some motherfucking ass. It's time. You know what I mean? When she comes out, I feel like how I should feel when Ryback comes out. I don't know why, man. I just feel like she's the biggest, baddest bitch, dude.
The only issue that I have is her title run was horrible. It was
yeah,
really
totally.
bad.
I don't even think she was as good as I'm saying right now. Even during her title run, I feel like now since I don't know, dude. I feel like you're only as good as the people you're working with, and now that she's able to go up against Charlotte and shit, she can really show what she's doing. I know we all hate Cena, and I fucking hate Cena more than pretty much anybody does hate Cena, but you know what I mean? You can't deny that he knows what he's doing, and I really feel like she's picked up a lot of stuff off of him, the small stuff, the really small stuff. I believe her when she's on the mic. I believe her ass.
No, I think that's fair. I think it's fair because tonight she put it all together. I thought it was a great match she had with Paige, and I think you're 100% right, too, with the fact that it really does depend on who you work with. I think Sunday is going to be a hell of a test. We're going to find out exactly what she's got because we know Charlotte can go. So her Charlotte, this rematch, I hope it's a fantastic match. I think it's going to be.
Charlotte was great on the mic. She was great on the fucking
She's
mic.
a little whiny, but she's not bad. I agree.
I feel like she's a little bit whiny most of the time, but like you said about Nikki Bella, I feel like tonight on point. Very intense. I feel like she's picking up stuff from Rick, just like how she's picking up stuff from Job.
Yeah, I agree. I dug it, man.
I always like the Divas a lot. I always like them a lot, and I feel like it's just getting better and better. But I don't know, man. They gotta start booking them like men, which is the most horrible thing to say. But that's pretty much the simplest thing they can do to fix the problems that they have right now. Nobody's a heel or a face. It's just a bunch of catty women.
I think they need to focus on the get away from the team concept and all of that and just focus on the singles stuff and try to develop them more individually. I think it'll work quite well. And get away from the caddy stuff. I agree. What else you got for me? You got anything else before I get you out of here?
I really like Tyler Breeze, obviously, like everybody else did, and I thought Summer Rae was great again, like she always is.
Yeah. I don't know about always with Summer, but I do love Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler's great. Tyler's always great. Oh man! All right, cool.
What's your rating for tonight's SmackDown? If you come here, you got it. It's like that scene in Adventures in Babysitting. You can't nobody leave here unless they give me the SmackDown rating. So I just gave a reference that nobody's gonna get, but that's okay. What's your rating tonight?
I did not get the reference because I think I'm a little bit too young for that.
Might
unfortunately,
be.
So I'm pretty.
Go
late.
look up.
But,
go use Google. You know what
7.
Google is. Go use Google and type in Adventures in Babysitting. Elizabeth Shue. It's a goddamn classic. Go watch it. That's your homework. Great movie.
It better be, Dave. If I watch it and it sucks, I'm gonna come back.
You're gonna love it. If you come back and you tell me that's garbage, then I don't even want to talk to you no more because it's a great movie.
Okay. I feel you. Oh wait, I have one more thing actually, dude. Why is Rollins going on first? What the fuck is this?
I think that it's just a way to mix it up a little bit. Look, I don't have a problem with it because he had a great match with Cesaro. So.
Well, he always has a great match, but I feel like he should be, I don't know, man. I feel like they don't treat him with any respect. I really think that his whole title run is going to be remembered as, like, what could have been.
Yeah. But you know what? He's still really young, and I think that this is just the beginning for him. This title, he's got a really long title run under his belt, and we'll see what happens down the line. Obviously, this title run's going to end at some point, but I don't think that he's going to be like The Miz. When he loses his belt, he just goes away. I think Seth Rollins is going to be a main event fixture for a long time, or at least I hope he will be.
Do you think he's going to be an Edge character, a Triple H character? Because he's such a flashy wrestler that I don't know, man. I feel like he was just born to be a face. Because, like, it's hard not to love him with his Jan Kane. It's so hard not to just adore him. He's just ridiculous.
I agree. When he does the over villain stuff, he comes off cartoony. So
yeah, he's gonna tie someone to the railroad.
Yeah, he's just waiting. He's like, well, now wait until they see my dastardly scheme.
Moose and squirrel.
Hello, moose and squirrel. Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate the call, man.
Later, man. Always good having you.
Take it easy, 631. I appreciate it. 631, what a great call. And if you guys don't know Adventures in Babysitting, go watch it because it's a great movie. Great movie. Man, I love that goddamn movie. I know a lot of people are not super happy with Nikki Bella, but I think that if you judge her on individual performances, it's kind of hard to not really be in a little bit enamored with her tonight. I thought she did a really good job, and I think she's done a very, very good job as of late. She's getting better, and her match tonight was fantastic tonight. So it's hard to beat the crap out of her all the time. Believe me, I want to beat the crap out of Nikki Bella. I want to tell her she's awful. I want to stick it up John Cena's ass just like everybody else. But I enjoyed it. I can't get past the fact that I enjoyed it. All right, I got to take Ed Rage Hardy here. Ed Rage Hardy. You've been trying to call all night. I finally get you on. What you got for me, man? You're live with Dead on Dave.
What's up, Dave? Everything's great here. Oh, my goodness, SmackDown. Great again, like it used to be.
It was. This is week 8. This is week 8 that it outdid Raw. And usually the last 7 weeks, we've just talked about how bad Raw was and SmackDown kind of outdid it. This week, Raw wasn't that bad and SmackDown was just really, really good. So 8 weeks in a row, SmackDown better than Raw. I thought this was the best one that we've seen. Maybe the best SmackDown all year, man. I really did like it. Maybe that's saying a little too much, but I enjoyed the shit out of it.
When there was the Miz TV segment, I was like, shut the fuck up, Miz. I want to see Tyler.
They bring out Tyler. Tyler's gorgeous. I love Tyler Breeze. He's great.
I love him so much. It's something about him. I don't know what it is, but it's something about him. Every time he's in the ring, I have to sing his song. I don't know why. I just have to.
Is it his eyes when he looks at you? Did like it. They are so gorgeous they'll set you free. I said it the wrong way, but it's okay.
I am the most annoying person in school. Like, I'll come up to like one of my female friends and go like Tyler Breeze, And you're like, shut the fuck
Do you
up.
call people uggos and you refer to yourself as Prince Pretty and the King of Cuteville?
Sometimes I do that. I don't know why. I just do it.
Nice. Go balls out with it, man. Start wearing those fucking weird things he wears on his boots. Go balls out with it.
I'm trying to get the selfie stick. I'm trying to get those pants.
Are you going to fur the selfie stick up? I'm hearing they're selling the fur selfie stick now.
I've been trying to find it on eBay or whatever. And I don't know. I don't find it on the shop. But if they ever sell it, I'm buying that shit.
I read that they were selling it at live events now, so it's just a matter of time before they sell it on WWEshop.com. So,
this is pretty good. I want to talk about something about the Divas match.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest here. I did not know if it was a great match at all because I was focused at ass and titties today.
yeah. Hard not
I
to
could
be.
not focus on the match. I just focused on another thing.
Like,
what if I was
you sound
Joey
like you're
Vaughn?
about right around that age where that's appropriate, so that's okay. That's okay. The ass and titties were great in this match, but I think you got to do them a little bit of justice and try to go back and watch the match and not masturbate because it was a really solid match. So
I couldn't jerk off to it.
Put your
I
dick
was in the family
away
room.
and watch the match because it is actually a good match.
I mean, I paid attention a little bit, but I was like, God damn it.
Yeah, Nikki was like coming out of her damn top tonight too. I love that top. I love her outfit change. I love her new look that she's had for the past year and a half, whatever it's been. I think she looks great. And Paige is smoking hot right now, so it's
Fantastic.
yeah, it's pretty damn good. What else you got for me, Ed Rage?
I want to talk about this Cesaro and Seth Rollins match.
Yeah,
Which night match of the night for me?
yeah, absolutely.
For me, it should have been the main event. I mean, other than New Day deserves every main event, but you know.
I don't think it needed to be. I totally know where you're coming from. I think it was still the match of the night, even though it wasn't the main event. What they wanted to do is, I think they realize that only so many people are going to give a shit about Seth and Kane, which is not going to be the main event anyway. It's going to be Undertaker and Brock. So I hate when they make the WWE Championship not as important, but in this situation, the two Hell in a Cell matches are the most important thing for them. So focusing on Roman and Bray once again isn't the worst thing to go because they're trying to sell the pay-per-view. But I'm in agreement. This match should have closed the show. It was a great match between Cesaro and Rollins. A lot of fun. Something I'd love to see for a title someday.
Yeah. I mean, I get the point. I saw the about now. I like the way you pointed out. I think it was the last week of your show that you said now you know why Cesaro doesn't get a push.
Yeah,
because he's so annoying.
He was so annoying on Table for Three. He was like the one guy that you want to hear talk from that group is Kevin Owens, and for some reason Cesaro just kept talking in fucking novels, in chapters. I'm just like, no, and like every third word was like, I was like, oh no. You're making Vince right. Don't make Vince right.
I was hoping so bad for one of them to just fucking powerbomb or something.
What's your rating for tonight, buddy?
I'll give it an 8.
I think that's fair. I think anywhere between a 7 and an 8 is absolutely fair. I think it was a really solid show tonight. I'm going with an 8 myself. So good rating, buddy.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Got anything else before I get you out of here? I'll let you go on the sigh. Works for me. Sigh to the world. Take it easy, Head Rage. Sigh to all of you. I love that. He gave me a Charlie Brown answer. I love it. You got anything else? Sigh. Sigh. Trey Parker, the creator of South Park, once again in the chat. Absolutely love it. Make sure you guys go out there right now and tweet out that Trey Parker, don't say the Trey Parker because that would be a lie, but just say Trey Parker in the chat, Dead on Dave, copious SmackDown review. That's all you got to do. He's in chat. He says, another reason why Nikki is a genius is because, hey, Dave, wait, another reason Nikki is awesome is because she used the perception of her being brought up by Cena as a tool to turn her into monster heel. I agree. I think that she's been very clever in what she does. But I'm more enamored with the fact that you're Trey Parker, the creator of South Park. Usually we have Steve Rogers in here too. Steve Rogers, Captain fucking America. He's usually here as well. How fantastic is that? Jordan Turner asks, hey Dave, do you think WWE isn't using Becky Lynch properly? And I like WWE saving Sasha for something bigger. What do you think, man? I think they both go hand in hand. Becky and Sasha are both being saved for bigger things. They haven't been the focal point, but the fact that she's out there at all is a good thing. You got to get past this Nikki thing. Whether or not Nikki wins the title back on Sunday, which I think now is more up in the air than it has been, to be completely honest. Now you got to make that call where to go next. Is Becky going to be feuding with Paige at some point? Where are you going to go? And whatever they decide to, it's going to work because Becky's ready. So if you're having the one logic with Sasha that they're saving her for something bigger, then you have to kind of go with the same train of thought with Becky, and hopefully they're saving both of them for something bigger. And I think that with the evolving Divas division, the women's wrestling division, especially with 2 women down in NXT, 3 if you count Bayley, that I'm really excited about, that are going to change the landscape. Bayley is kind of the status quo of what we've been getting with Charlotte, Becky, and Sasha. So when she comes up, she kind of just finishes that formula out. But Asuka and Nia Jax, they're transformative. They're absolutely transformative in what they do. Nia Jax is fucking gigantic. She is just a mountain of a woman, and I love what she does. And Asuka, Kana, wow. Man, if you go back and you watch what she did on NXT yesterday, that NXT crowd turned into a Japanese crowd. They don't know what to make of what Asuka does. She confuses you because she wrestles like a man. And not only a man, a top-level Japanese man with these transitions and this aggressiveness. Her facial, she's a rock star. She's an absolute rock star, man. And when she comes up and Nia Jax come up, and I don't think either one of them is very far away, it just transforms the entire landscape of the women's division. And hopefully at some point, maybe Total Divas will die and their ratings will die and get off of E. And then they'll be able to switch it to a women's division. But as long as it's drawing ratings over at E, Total Divas is going to continue. Which sucks, but because it does really take away from the storytelling you can do on the air, because they interweave the storylines now so much with Total Divas. But that's okay. That's okay. Asuka is incredible. Nia Jax is incredible. I'm a big fan of Miss Sparkle, now Miss Convicted Felon. What makes me want to be a convicted felon? Goddamn, I forgot her name. Oh, no. Alexa Bliss. Unbelievable. Just stripper. Alexa Bliss, Bayley, they're all great. And we don't know what we're going to get out of Eva Marie and Dana Brooke. We don't know where we're going to, like, they could develop someday. They're nowhere close, but they could develop. But it's stacked. There's so much talent. Super, super happy. Jay Cardi, Dave, how's your day going so far? Well, it's 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm on here talking to you, Yahoo, so it can only be so great. No, it's fantastic, because I'm where I want to be, talking with you guys. Getting ready to wrap it up pretty soon, I think, actually. But hey, here's what I want you guys to do. I want you to go into the chat. If you've yet to do it, just scroll down, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We're almost at 1,500 subs. Go ahead and tweet this out. Share it to the world. Let everybody know what you're doing right now. And I want to go ahead and plug a few things. No, Trey Parker, she's not a convicted felon. She makes me want to become a convicted felon. Like, she told me to shoot a clerk because we were doing a robbery, because I have this really elaborate scheme that she would meet me and then she'd be like, let's go rob a liquor store. And I'd be like, sweet, let's go rob that liquor store. And I'd rob the liquor store, and then she'd be like, shoot this guy. He just looked at my ass. And I'd be like, well, nobody looks at Alexa Bliss's ass but me. So I popped this dude, and then we're like running through the country on this huge fucking crime spree. We're like shooting things, and we're having all kinds of fun. We're having copious amounts of sex in trailer parks and in back alleys, and all kinds of crazy shit's happening. You know, that would be incredible to me. I think it could happen because she is so evil. She's so evil. But I love it. But I love how evil she is. But what I wanted to say, I'm sorry, is if you have not checked out the merchandise store, and I know, oh no, Dave's selling you a t-shirt. You guys asked for it. You asked for the Pour Honey on Yo Titties shirt. It exists. It exists, and there are other new shirts, all created by the one, the only, the copious graphics guru himself, Sal. Go check it out, www.deadondave.spreadshirt.com, and go pick yourself up a Pour Honey on Yo Titties shirt. It's there. It's there. Go check it out. It's absolutely amazing. You gotta go check that out. And if you do buy one, I want pictures. I want to see you guys wearing this shirt in public. Because I want to know if someone has the balls to wear that shirt in public. Wear it in public. Take a picture. Tweet it out to the world. Let everybody know that Dead on Dave is coming up the ass. That sounds dirty. Coming up the ass of the YouTube community. We're taking over the world. Almost at 1,500 subs, and it's all because of you guys. Daniel Jardine says, you got a lot of thinking time, Dave. Oh, you have no idea. Yeah, I do. Yeah, lots of thinking time. That was actually like the tame version of the antics between Alexa Bliss and Dead on Dave. That was the tame version. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Okay, I will. You know what? You're 100% right. Awesome thing says, link it in the chat. That would be a really good idea. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. It is in the description box, by the way. The link is in the description box. You can go to deadondave.spreadshirt.com right in the description box. But here you go. There's the link right in the chat. Go check it out. Look at these shirts that are there. Pour honey on your titties. We got it both sides. You can have the Pour honey on your titties text coming at you, or you can have my beautiful half-naked body coming at you. Also, mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Dave shirt and hoodie are up there. They're amazing. The new revamped over-the-top rope shirt is up there, as well as the brand new logo for Dead on Dave Productions, the cool new logo that Sal did. That has its own shirt. So make sure you guys go check that out. Buy the shirt. Get the merchandise. Buy the shirt. Do all that stuff. So, yeah, that's about it. I think we didn't talk about the main event, Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose versus WWE Tag Team Champions Kofi and Kingston and Big E Langston, non-title. Good match. I thought there was nothing wrong with it. Reigns and Ambrose did their thing. We knew where this was going to be, and it was good. Oh, we got Mr. Tommy C. Tommy C. Shopping the points, calling in. What's up, buddy?
What's up?
Getting ready to close this thing out.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to close it out with you.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. You wrecking and checking people in the chat, eh?
All right.
Beating people up in there? Tommy! What happened? Tommy! He died. What happened? Tommy C died live on the air. What the hell just happened? Let's try it again.
Bad connection.
What happened?
Nothing. It's just bad connection.
Oh, bad connection.
That's all it is.
It's the world of bad connections. So, yeah, you're checking and wrecking people in the chat all night. Been fun. Looks like we got a bad connection again. Are you there? Ah, crap. Tommy's trying, man. I don't know what happened. It's not on my end. Everything is good here. But hey, that's all right. Sometimes things are just not meant to be. That's all right. So, look, Cappuccino says, do they ship the chili? Must be expensive. I'm sure they do ship to Chile, and it probably isn't that bad. They ship to Germany, and it's not that bad. It's just a shirt. Can't be that expensive. So, I don't know. Let's take another call. This is a German number, so it's got to be Tommy C.
I won't give up on you, Dave. I'm still trying. I'm still trying. I'll close this bitch out with you if it's the last thing I do.
You said screw the Skype thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just a bad Skype thing. I don't think it's any big deal or anything. Get this. Think about this, Dave. I'm calling you, right, from Germany to Chicago or to Las Vegas and then back to Germany.
Isn't that weird?
Ooh.
Technology's a mother, isn't it?
Yes. I can't even get my head around it. It's like trying to imagine how big the sun is. You know what I mean?
Think about how amazing a world we live in where that's possible, and Michael J. Fox can show up on television and not be a shaky mess. They've got Parkinson's.
I saw that.
He looked great.
I saw that. He's got a little thing with his, like, when he starts his speech, but otherwise, when he first got out of the car, I'm like, oh my God, he looks like Marty. And then he starts talking, I was like, oh yeah, he's got Parkinson's disease. But, for a second there, I was like, really touched, you know?
It was good. Then Christopher Lloyd talked and fucked it all up, but.
Yeah, he's getting old too. You know what it is? I got to be honest. Yeah, I got to be honest. I didn't care, man. I just fucking enjoyed the shit out of it. It was cool.
It was just one of those moments. Then I read.
Who cares if Christopher Lloyd screwed up?
You actually posted later on that fucking Michael J. Fox got arrested for inside betting.
Yeah, he did. He apparently, that book that he got in 1985, he's been using it in fantasy, and he's been all the way up to now, and they finally figured it out.
They got him. The Gray Sports Almanac, they got his ass on the
They got his ass. You think if he's been cheating all these years and shit. God damn.
That's so weird.
He had like 100% winning average.
Oh, for some
reason. The scientists had to figure this shit out.
I don't know why, but apparently, for some reason, my audio just took a dump when you called in from this number. That's weird.
Yeah, I noticed that. It was some kind of weird thing. Fucking end the show. I'll talk to you offline.
All right, buddy. I appreciate it, Tommy.
Take care.
Tommy C, everybody. Tommy C. Killed my audio for some reason. Can't tell you why. That was bizarre. That was bizarre. But I'm going to see if I can fix this thing, because this is actually driving me crazy. Why does my mic take a dump? That's a good question. Levels. No, they're still up there. Let's see. There we go. Hopefully that fixed it a little bit, and you guys are hearing me loud and clear. But that's okay, because we're only getting through a couple more minutes, and then we're out of this thing. So here it is. What do you guys think of the SmackDown? I want to know your rating. Mine is an 8, maybe even as high as an 8.5. Thought it was a great show. Had a good time. Very excited about that. Logan Barrett, maybe you didn't hear, we just did talk about the Michael J. Fox and Jimmy Kimmel. I loved it. He looked like Marty McFly. Other than that, that's all I got. I hope you guys enjoyed SmackDown. I hope you enjoyed the entire week of wrestling. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be giving you a unboxing video. We're waiting for Alicia's, my daughter, her latest Nerd Block Junior. We should be giving you an unboxing video. Make sure you check that out. And then, of course, Saturday, Dead on Dave Live. We'll call it 3 p.m. probably, Eastern Standard Time. Stay tuned for that. I'll put a link up, because I don't know if I want to go later, a little bit earlier. College football's been kind of dominating things lately, so we'll figure it out. But that is going to be a full-on preview for Hell in a Cell. So we got all kinds of exciting things going on with that. Steve Rogers is in the chat. Captain fucking America, he's here. Captain fucking America and Trey Parker. Boom! It's amazing. We got them both in the chat. Tweet about it. Tell everybody that Captain America and motherfucking Trey Parker in the chat. Anyway, that's all I got. Thank you guys for joining me once again right here on Dead on Dave Productions. You're awesome. You're beautiful. You're all beautiful. But I'm going to sleep. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. Getting my ass some copious amounts of sleep. Thank you guys very much. We'll see you next time right here on Dead on Dave Productions. Like, subscribe, and share. And as always, if you don't have talent, have talented friends. Keep it copious, people. Peace.